Welcome to New Life AG podcast. We have been in the middle of the Excel series over the last few weeks, and we've had some really special people among us, and every one of them has excelled where God has placed them in. And today we have one very special person among us, and it's so nice to have David here. David Bandi, so nice to have you. And David Bandi, you are the CEO of Alto Care Life Sciences. And little conversation we had in our brief conversation, you told me about how you literally grew up in a church. Can you give us your story?
Oh, thank you for your kind words, Suraj. Yes, I guess when I was 6 months, my parents actually, both my mother and father was working in BHL here in Hyderabad. Mother was working as a staff nurse in Nizam's hospital. So they got an opportunity to work in Kuwait. So when they got this opportunity, I was just 6 months old, and they wanted to actually give me to my uncle and aunt, and come back after 1 year after settling over there and pick me back. So as because of this, I happened to be there with my uncle and aunt right from the age of 6 months. And my uncle is a IPC church pastor. So I literally, started learning about, introduced to Christ through my aunt and uncle, and I was, raised in the godly way by them, and I was taking active part as I'm growing, organizing vacation Bible schools, as well as children fest and children retreats, as well as Sunday school. So I was organizing all these things, and I was a very good drum player. In IPC church, you see that you won't find that all that hi-fi gadgets there.
Yeah.
They'll have that two-side drum, and I'm very good at playing in that. And also I used to make all the arrangements for Sunday worship, and this is how I've been with them.
You grew up.
And I grew up with them, and as time progresses, I started assisting uncle for in his ministry, going along with him in the bicycle, and I used to sing the songs like that.
Nice.
And they all live by faith. In fact, there were no salaries for them. They just live by faith. Sometimes they might be having food to eat, or sometimes they have to just live by faith, something like that. So I was part of all that.
Wow.
So this has happened up to almost my 16th year, till my 10th standard, I was there with them.
And you began your career with pharma, and you, right from the beginning, I think you loved what you were doing. How important is it that we should love what we are doing? Through your career, you've stuck to the pharmaceutical industry and pharmaceutical. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I started my career as a pharmacist. See, after graduation, usually pharmacy graduates has 3 options, like one is industrial pharmacy, the other one is hospital pharmacy, and then this medical representative job.
Which is most common, and we find them everywhere.
Very true.
Yeah.
So I was just praying, and then I just got into a job, whichever I got first. I felt that has been given to me by God. So I started my career as a pharmacist with Apollo Hospital, Grimes Road, Chennai, and it is that place where when I was working, I happened to come across a lot of medical representatives. They come to me and seeking some information on doctors' prescriptional habits.
Yeah.
So in the process, I used to understand. I used to get amused with the kind of knowledge that they are having about the medicines. So out of my curiosity, I asked them, what is that you have studied? They say that we have studied BSc. With BSc, they could able to learn so fluently about their medicines, whatever they are promoting, and they talk to the doctors, none other than the doctors.
Correct.
So then I was actually wondering, why not, instead of me talking to the sometimes illiterate patients, why not actually I also be like them and dress like them and communicate like them and, talk to the doctors about the medicines. So that is how I have developed inclination towards this marketing job, pharmaceutical marketing job. And then I requested one of the medical representative to find a job for me if there is a vacancy in his company, and he happened to be Kerala. So that is how I actually one day I got a call from head office, Kerala head office, saying attend for the interview. But then actually I was having a small hairline fracture because of the mild accident that I have gone through, and there is a POP around my foot. But then I traveled like that to Ahmedabad in train. There used to be one train, Navajivan Express, from Chennai to Ahmedabad directly. So I traveled in that, and I have attended my final interview. I met Mr. Ganesh Naik, the president of that company, and he actually congratulated for getting selected. And while just leaving his chamber, he noticed the plaster of Paris, and he said, "You shouldn't have come with this kind of difficulty. Why did you come?" Then I said, "I felt I should not miss this chance." And then he went on to, tell me, he actually congratulated me, and he said he will definitely come up. That's what he said. And then I left the place. And then I never looked back. I came back to Warangal, and parents as well as friends, they said, no, it is an extremist place. You should not go there at Warangal, and it will be a problem for you. Then I said, I'm just going for my work, what that problems can do to me. So I'll be focusing on my job. That's what I said. And I went on to become the very first year as one of the superstar of the year. So after the one financial year, they have invited me for a star night function, wherein that was the first time to board the flight. And they called me there. They gave me a citation, memento, as well as one gold chain that is still there with me. So that is how I tasted the success there in as a medical representative. And I never looked back. I continued that success, and eventually I was promoted in the same company as an area manager based at Hyderabad. And so it is very important, actually, when we love something and when we like something, we should give 100% to that. And you will not even actually feel the little difficulties that you go through in your pursuit to achieve something what you like.
Yeah, you'll enjoy your everyday,
exactly,
and your work and stuff like
True.
that. Now we've heard a lot of sensational stories about how college dropouts are, becoming CEOs and making big companies and all that. But your case is slightly different. You actually pursued your education in pharmacy. In fact, you're a PhD. How has education helped you in your career?
Yeah, education certainly gives confidence, and education influences your thought process. It organizes your mind, and education certainly helps you to go for a better decision making. And finally, education also helps you to develop the lateral thinking and find solutions in advance for the anticipated problems. And above all, it helps you to get the best confidence. So, soon after my pharmacy, I started working, and then I have done my executive MBA in marketing and hospital administration. And this education certainly helped in reducing so much of costs in my business itself. If you look at as a pharma professional, it helped me in a way where I could able to design my own regional strategies to get the best support from the doctors. And as far as my business is concerned, education has helped me to reduce various costs, because in the beginning we don't have a huge investment. We have a limited investment, and so I am not in a position to recruit a product manager at that time. So MBA has helped me, my pharmacy education has helped me, though my PhD is an honorary degree in pharmaceutical management, that I have submitted some papers on pharmaceutical management. So university has awarded that honorary degree. So education, that is certainly a very important factor that gives you confidence.
Wow. 2008 was a big year. This was the year when you took the leap.
Yeah.
You were in a very good position. You were general manager marketing in your company, and then you decided to start your own company.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were a lot of risks involved. Can you explain to us how you took that leap?
Okay. Yeah. I was always passionate about what I have been doing as a pharma professional, marketing professional, and I have been achieving pinnacle of success. And I wanted to achieve something big. I know God has a different purpose. That is why He has blessed me with immense talents and skills, knowledge. So I always felt that I'm not using it in an optimum,
to the full potential.
To the fullest potential. So I was just praying. And at Mangalore, when I was actually on my business tour, I was actually sitting in one hospital. I was reading one magazine where they published one of the story of Mankind Pharmaceuticals. He also started his life from a medical representative. Today he has become top 10 pharmaceutical company in India. So I have become a little restless after going back to the hotel room, and I was just praying, and then God, reveal your plans. I know you have blessed me, and you have guided me this far, and what's next that I need to do? I have already achieved the best in the marketing career. So I was just praying, and I was a bit restless, and I woke up, and I carry the Bible everywhere, wherever I go. So whenever I am having some kind of puzzle in my mind, so I actually have a habit of opening up the Bible and reading. So the Holy Spirit has taken me directly to Isaiah 58:12. So that has really brought in a total change that is a total paradigm shift and the change in my thought process. So I started thinking about developing the company of my own. So I was just praying, but I was not having enough resources, money. But whatever the limited resources that I had, I started my humble beginning as an entrepreneur in 2008. And things are not that easy for me when I started it. Because I need to fight with the giants, who are very strong in marketplace. They have positioned very strongly themselves in the marketplace. And it's a highly competitive environment, pharma marketing is. So, but then I should really thank a few of my doctor friends who have helped me unconditionally in the beginning. And with all that, humble beginning and the kind of, the luxuries that I had when I was GM marketing, that I only travel in flights and I only stay in the 5-star hotels at that time. But I need to forego all those things. Ever since I started my own organization, and at times, and I need to travel even the passenger train. I need to stay in a small rooms and all. But then I know one day actually I'm going to achieve what God want me to achieve.
Correct.
Because I always believe that when we believe in God and when we believe in ourselves, and we exhibit that perseverance, and God will definitely help you to achieve your goal. So that is how I was just carrying myself.
Yeah, the company is doing very well right now, but
Yeah.
I'm sure there were challenges at the beginning.
Yeah.
How did you overcome those? I'm sure it was not easy.
True.
Like you mentioned a while back, that first of all you had to forego all that you've been, enjoying, and then there were these competitions that were giants.
Yeah.
How did you manage those challenges?
Yeah. See, I was actually not having my own research kind of facility, so I cannot harp upon the product-centric marketing. I cannot. I was not having factory at that time, so I cannot actually be product-centric. But I felt that identifying the customer needs and understanding and identifying the customer needs and then fulfilling the same in a time-bound manner, in a qualitative manner, is the surest way to stay fit in the industry. And that's how we have actually focused on product-centric. Customer-centric. We became a customer-centric, and we try to understand the customer and then attract the customer, retain the customer, and then partner with the customer. In that way, we could able to gain more and more customer support and customer acquisition, because we started measuring our success with the number of doctors that we could able to acquire.
Correct.
On every monthly basis, not on a number of amount of rupees that we have achieved or something like that. So our focus was customer centric.
Yeah. Rather than sales, you focused on customer.
On the customer.
That's
and customers started giving result for us, and they are continuing to give even till today.
Wow.
The customers who started supporting us in 2008, even now they are supporting us.
Wow.
And they will be for another 10-20 years. Till they continue to practice, they'll continue to support us.
Wow.
But one of the incident where God intervened and guided us and helped us is when we were actually going through this demonetization process. So this demonetization process has really put us into a lot of inconvenience,
like
other people, other companies.
True.
So we were actually praying, we have to continue to take care of our employees, as well as we need to pay the salaries, and we have to take care of the other administrative costs and other things like. So things has to really move on. But we were actually not getting any inflow of funds. It was at that time we have received one of the government's a prestigious institution, Indent. So we were praying actually, and God answered in this way. Wow. And then that one actually could able to clear all our problems. Because of that, there was a fund flow because of that Indent. There is a smooth fund flow from various other resources.
Wow.
So that is how God has really helped us.
That's a good testimony also, right? The goodwill that you are sharing with the customers, and how they still subscribe to you. You have the unique privilege of being supported by a wife who is not only at home but even in work. Yeah. Can you give us a little glimpse into that?
Oh, she is wonderful woman. Actually, it's a great gift for me. And she is by profession HR, and she worked in multinationals, top banks like ABN AMRO, and she also worked in Star TV as a HR manager and all. And she left the job somewhere in the beginning. Actually, she used to work till 2010. She was working, and because of her work, I need not contribute anything to home, and I can just focus on business development and the company development. So, but once company has been developed and reached to a stage where she resigned her job, and she joined us, and she was taking care of all the back-end operations.
Wow.
That's how she has become a very good asset for us.
Yeah, that's wonderful to know. Now, this is the Excel series, as we all know, and one of the questions that we've asked in every single podcast is, if there is somebody who's watching you or listening to you and they're aspiring to excel where God has placed them, what is your advice to them?
Yeah, as I have been telling, have faith in God. Have
I think that's the foundation.
have
for
faith
everything.
in God, and think big, and pursue your dream, whatever you are dreaming, and never give up till you achieve. Because it might take some time for you to convert your dream into reality. But till then, you need to exhibit that perseverance, and you should never give up. And certainly, God is going to help you to achieve what He has ordained you to achieve. And at this moment, I quote my favorite quote of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has written in his book called Wings of Fire. So, dream big, and dream. Dream transforms into thoughts. Thoughts leads to action, and action gives you result. So, you should dream such dreams that will never make you to sleep, that will not allow you to sleep. And then take it to the Lord. Pray without ceasing. And God will not only give you that required knowledge, skill, but also He will provide you the resources. And He will give you the success.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Thank you for spending this time with us. I enjoyed conversing with you, and I believe this will be a blessing to many. Thank you for logging in today, and I believe that this has been a blessing to you. Hope you were blessed, and we will have more episodes continuing the Excel series. God bless you.